Good morning. What's going on? Yep, Uncle Lou here. You know, I'm well aware of the unwritten TTC rule or whatever that you're not supposed to talk about Simus. He's like Simus has been around forever. You know, it's like when his channel got deleted or whatever, and everyone was crying for 2 weeks about it. You know, poor Simus, his channel got deleted. You know, and really that's really the best thing about you, is that you've been around. I mean, that's really, I mean, I don't know if that's something you're proud of, you know, then good for you. But that's usually when someone's talking about Simus, that's usually the first thing they say. Well, he's been around forever. I guess that's the best part about you. I don't know. But you know what it kind of reminds me of? And there is a point to this video, and at some point I'll get to it. But you know what Simus kind of reminds me of? When you go to like a family reunion, or it could even be like Thanksgiving or Christmas, anything where the whole family gets together or whatever. And you have the oldest member of the family, you know, maybe it's your 90-year-old great-granddaddy or whatever it is, you know, some old guy, you know, it's his, you know, it's his 90th family reunion or whatever. And he's walking around the family reunion or whatever with a big old shit stain on the back of his pants, you know, where he's done shit himself. But no one will say anything to him because, well, he's 90. You know, that's your great-granddaddy. You can't say anything. That's sort of what Simus reminds me of. Simus strolls around the TTC with a giant shit stain on the back of his pants. And no one says anything to him about it because he's Simus1974. And he's won a couple of fake internet awards. And he's been around a long time. Well, I'm going to say something about you, Simus. Good morning. How you doing? You know, what he's doing is he's trying to play the LWO, NWO, I gotcha game without actually being in the LWO or NWO, and he's doing it for different reasons, too. He believes what he says about the TV fan thing. That, you know, he does believe that. But when everybody and their brother disagrees with him, now, of course, and that gets back to my original point. Now, if most people in the TTC made a video like Simus made, and 95% of the TTC disagreed with that person, they'd jump on him and ride him and trash him in videos and do all this kind of stuff. But go around and look at the videos that were made by people who disagree with Simus. They tiptoe around him. They're scared of him. It can't be a respect thing because this is the TTC. It's not about respect when it comes to making your videos. That's ridiculous. So I guess they're scared of you, Simus. I don't know. But take D-Town. D-Town would trash a 90-year-old lady on YouTube if he thought people would watch the video, and he disagreed with you totally, but he didn't trash you. Bad Dog, one of the best trash talkers in the TTC, disagreed with you. He didn't want to trash you. Why? Because you have a shit stain on the back of your pants and no one wants to tell you. That's why. But anyway, but what he does, back to the LWO, NWO analogy. So he makes the video, everyone and their brother agrees with him. Then he goes around from comment section to comment section going, oh, my job is mission accomplished. My job here is done. I just wanted to do this to make people make videos and to get people mad, and it worked. Well, you're hiding, that's the trick. That's the trick right there. You make the video, and then if people agree with you, you say, see, I was right, and you beat your chest and yada, yada, yada. But when everyone disagrees with you, you then come on and say, well, basically it was a troll. I was just trying to get response, yada, yada, yada. It's BS, Simus. It's BS. I can smell it from here. Or it's the shit stain on the back of your pants. One of the two. But in any case, it stinks. And now he's going around, and basically what he's telling you is that if you don't go to a game for whatever reason, it's because you're poor. That's why you don't go. You're broke. You're poor. You can't go to a game. And I'm not defending myself here because I go to games. I go to several games a year, but that's not the point. I don't think you have to go to games to be a fan. In fact, college and the NFL, both, attendance is down nationwide. The at-home TV experience of watching a game has gotten to the point now where there are a lot of people who would prefer to stay home and watch the game than to go. But I digress. Yeah, I digress. I have to. So if you don't go to the game, according to Simus, you're broke or you're poor. But you know what? You know what Simus was growing up when Simus was a kid? I can almost guarantee you this. And get your butt hurt paste out too, because you're going to need it. Well, actually, let me phrase this in the form of a question that I'm sure everybody watching can relate to or knows somebody like this from when they were in school. When Simus was in school, he had the new pair of Jordans every time the day they came out, but he was on free lunch. Now, who remembers somebody like that from school? That's Simus. That's you, buddy. Now, Simus had the free pair of Jordans and was on free lunch at school. Now, could Simus afford those Jordans? Well, yeah. Because he had them, right? So he could afford them. But he was on free lunch. So could he really afford them? Or is it a choice that he made? Or his mom or dad made, or his grandmother made, or whoever it was. So now he goes to games. Well, can he afford to go to those games? Well, yeah, because he goes. But what does he not have so that he can go to those games? And what does somebody like D-Town have because he doesn't go to all those games? It's a choice. It's a choice. What do they call it? Hood rich? Simus is hood rich. He grew up hood rich. And he's hood rich now. And chances are it's a generational thing, because that's usually the case. So, yeah, Simus can afford to go to games, just like Simus could afford a new pair of Jordans the day they came out when he was in school. Of course, he was on free lunch, and that was the only meal he got every day. But he had the new pair of Jordans. That's Simus. So, keep that in mind. Other than that, though, Simus, I hope you have a great day and an even better morning.